A civil war in Ethiopia has been fought in the shadows. The government's cut the phone lines and the internet switched off. But the blackout doesn't hold in neighbouring Sudan. And here, in the borderlands, a vicious conflict is revealed. There are no facilities in Hamdayet. There's nowhere to sleep, and there's not much to eat. But tens of thousands of Ethiopians have risked their lives to come here. They are Tigrayans from the state of Tigray, fleeing war and ethnic hatred. Was it a difficult journey to come here?
It was so difficult because we are hungry. We don't have any water, any food. We don't have any transportation.
Abedom and his wife Rachel walked for 10 days to get here.
There is sunlight.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's hot. There was so difficult. I don't know.
They have suffered and experienced great trauma. The refugees driven from their homes by bombing and shelling, often separated from family members in the chaos. Gabrielese Fassah told me his son was shot by soldiers as they made their escape.
What's his name?
Fan.
How old?
Sami.
He was 12, killed, said his father, in a town called Adibai.
Who is that?
Many passed us pictures, like this man, now searching for his wife and 3 children.
I'm crazy. I'm going crazy. My mind is not working. How can my brain work?
This is my wife.
I suppose you must feel quite helpless right now.
My mind is completely muddled. I've looked everywhere and I don't know what to do.
A power struggle between the Ethiopian government and the leaders of Tigray state has triggered this conflict, and it is fueling deep-rooted ethnic tensions. At the local clinic, we met a Tigrayan who said his neighbors tried to kill him by revealing his identity to fighters from another ethnic group.
They came with axes. They attacked me, then talked about whether they had killed me. One took a look and said, "He's alive." His friend said, "Well, finish him off."
Dr. Tedros Tafara was given the job of treating his wounds, and we watched his patient squirm in agony. Everyone found this difficult to witness.
What do injuries like this tell you about the conflict across the border?
Hatred, extreme hatred, insanity, absolute insanity. There is no rational, there is no real human reason to do things like that to a brother.
The village of Hamdayet has turned into a transit zone, and we watched as refugees boarded buses for a camp the Sudanese are still trying to build. There are more than 1,000 refugees in this convoy who've been offered sanctuary by a country that cannot afford to care for them, and they'll be taken to a ramshackle spot 12 hours from here, last used in the 1980s for the victims of the Ethiopian famine. Another crisis is building on the borderlands of Sudan, with the UN preparing for the arrival of 200,000 people, victims of a war now tearing Ethiopia apart. John Sparks, Sky News in Hamdayet.